And the damage is done. Crazy, by the way, the employee could not find the barcode or anything about it, so she gave it to me for free, which is so sweet. It does say 0516, so if that is any help to you guys, there you go. We have the portfolio crossbar, which I found in the lighting section for lamps and stuff. I feel like they might look really good as the pommel of the lightsaber. I have no clue what this is called, but I thought it might look interesting. It sort of had a Mara Jade feel to it, so I got it. And then we finally have some actual glue that might hold the lightsaber a little bit better than wood glue. Yeah, so this is going to be used if I need to super glue anything on the saber. I also bought the cheapest matte black spray paint I could find. I went significantly over budget. We're not going to talk about it. I'm getting ideas, guys. So when I originally went into Lowe's, I had this to pull for inspiration, and then I totally forgot my phone in the car. These were the original inspirations of what I was trying to go for. So Padawan, Obi-Wan lightsaber from The Phantom Menace. We have Mara Jade. We have Vader, of course. I totally forgot this, so I didn't have it for reference, so I tried to remember the lightsabers as best as I could, and then everything went out the window because I just gave up on trying to, you know, make it look accurate. So what I was originally thinking was I would take this piece, connect it to this, but I totally underestimated that this is like a foot long, probably. I did not think about that at all, so we have a problem because I don't know if I can actually do anything with this. I'll say this is kind of long for a lightsaber, but if you compare it to this Cal saber, it's not bad at all. But if I were to put this like that, oh god. Okay, I don't like that, but if I take this, then I could do something maybe that's too large, or we could do something funky like this. Oh, warning labels. I'm gonna rip. Oh no. Why would they put a sticker on here? Oh, and then it would not be even though, but that might look cool. This screwed together is so uneven, but that might actually end up looking pretty cool. If we did something like this, where I glue that on there, but then the saber's gonna be huge. We're gonna ignore that for now. Oh, that's too thick too. Okay. So none of this is going as planned. Should we sacrifice one of my old sabers that doesn't work? I could maybe take this piece off because one of these sabers is broken and I don't use it often. And then maybe I could find something to throw in the middle to lengthen it just a little bit. But I don't like the bottom of it. This is too short, so what could I do to make this ever so slightly longer? And then that's so ugly though. So this part might not be accessible to a lot of people unless you can find pieces that look like this from Lowe's or Home Depot, because maybe I don't really like it, but I think the pommel of the saber looks best. This is going to turn more into a kit bashing sort of build rather than a department store build, because I have a lightsaber that does not work anymore. And I think I could use this, stack it onto here. It look cool. There's a chance if I glue this onto here, it would look good, maybe. I don't know. See, okay, here's the thing. These are the same height. I just don't like the way this looks. But if I borrow this, maybe it'll look better and I can leather wrap that section. So maybe if I can screw this off. Oh, it does come off. Okay. This comes off. I could make it all... Oh no, because then that doesn't fit. It could be like a little Yoda saber. The youngling saber.
Master Skywalker, there are too many of them. What are we going to do?
No, just kidding. This feels like cheating if I do this, but I might have to because nothing else is working. I did not buy enough pieces. So if I were to glue this to this, and we could add little embellishments, like that looks a little goofy, but I could add that, or I could maybe add some, I don't know exactly where this piece is from, but I have it. Or we could do like a red and a black kind of button. Okay, this is more of a Savi's Workshop kind of situation here, where we have pre-made lightsaber parts. We're gonna use JB Weld for the first time. We're going to mix these together. Fairly equal parts. Oh, also wear a mask while you do this. It says don't inhale it, and I'm kind of doing that right now, so wear a mask. This reminds me of a melted Laffy Taffy for the texture. we will come back in a little bit to see how that dries. This is what we have going on. The more I look at it, the more it totally reminds me of Balin's lightsaber from Ahsoka. That was not intentional, by the way. It kind of just happened. I don't know how or why. So the first lightsaber I made from Home Depot. I didn't design anything. I didn't put any plan into these ahead of time. So the first lightsaber, I almost accidentally went sort of a regal vibe. To me, it gives regal. I had a lot of mixed metals. It was just silver and gold. It was very sleek and elegant, but this one I kind of wanted to be more scavenger-esque or worn or just really damaged. So I'm going to try to weather this thing an insane amount. I'm probably going to add some buttons on this part, add a cover tech clip or a makeshift cover tech clip out of a washer. And then I'm thinking about wrapping the bottom in brown leather. This might actually be too rough of a grit, to be honest, but we're gonna see what happens. We have 220 and 320 combo grits, so I'm excited about this, and we're just gonna literally take this over the entire lightsaber. It's gonna take a minute. I really like what it's revealing at the top of this saber here. I think that's beautiful. I love the way it's revealing the silver edges at the pommel. We are about 15 to 20 minutes into sanding this saber down. I'm starting to like it more now that there's a little bit of weathering, so it looks more in universe than it did before. Oh wow, you know what? Now that I'm actually looking at it, the more I sand into this layer, you get some copper. I feel like that totally looks like copper poking through the top at the emitter, which is so cool. So I think I'm gonna sand this down even more. That's insane. Dude, that's crazy. I love it. That's really cool because depending on how it shines in the light, you'll have some copper in there. That is so interesting with the mixed colors. That does start to make more sense though, because I feel like I've been smelling pennies a lot, so that makes sense. We are now going to do my favorite weathering technique. Cool. Okay, here is my thought process. So I want to go a more natural, earthy kind of route with this lightsaber. So less black, more brown, I think. I have this super old leather wrap. I'm pretty sure this is from ODM gear from Attack on Titan. The only thing is I think I'm gonna flip it from this side because the leather has sort of a purple undertone to it that I don't like. It's more of a faux suede wrap than a leather wrap just because I don't like the coloring on this. I don't know if I like that. I definitely think this is where I'm going to start. It is official. I can say that we did this. So we actually completed this in less than 1 day, in literally less than 24 hours, which is crazy. This is the newest lightsaber, the newest fine addition to my collection that we built. There are a couple things I would love to change for pricing. Technically, this lightsaber cost me $4, which is crazy if we're being technical, okay? Because the top of the hilt, the employee couldn't figure out how to ring it up, so she gifted it to me. And then this hemp cord was from Walmart for $4. So everything else I already had. I ended up ditching the JB Weld. It held up really good until I tried to weather it myself and throw it on the ground and then it split in half, which obviously wasn't a smart idea. But yeah, this cost $4. I'm okay with how it turned out. It's not my favorite. It's definitely not my style of lightsaber. It's a little bit rough. But like, I don't know, this is so cool that I just made a lightsaber. Go do it. Go make one. If you guys have access to a department store, like a or what's it called? A tool store? Home goods store. I definitely suggest going to one and trying to pick this up. A plumbing store. If you guys have access to any stores near you that have plumbing aisles, go to one, build one. This is such a fun pastime. It is completely hollow on the inside, so I could get this installed and spin with it one day if I feel like it. Probably won't. I'm not too interested in learning about the electronics quite yet, but I bet that interest will spark one day. The reason I wanted to take a shot at another DIY lightsaber hilt was because I watched Light and Magic for the first time. It was incredible. If you don't know what it is, it's a short series about Industrial Light and Magic, which is a special effects company, and it takes you along their journeys and how they progressed, what challenges they faced and overcame with the rise of technology, who could do what first, the race of special effects. It's so cool, so go watch it. I just, to be an employee at Industrial Light and Magic back then. That is so cool. They even included old footage of all of the employees hanging out and working on minis and models, so on and so forth. It's great. And I have a fascination with that side of filmmaking, so it was so fun. But yeah, if you guys want to make your own custom lightsaber, go for it. Also, if you guys have any name recommendations, let me know. I want to name this lightsaber. I don't know what. Jonathan. Haha, just kidding. Like the Fallen, some funky cool name that you think suits this. So yeah, if you think you can come up with a name that suits this, drop it in the comments. I'd love to know. And again, thank you to the Galactic Temple for sending me this shirt so I could channel my inner Dave Filoni. Of course, I'm really nitpicky when it comes to stuff I make, so there are a ton of things I would like to fix, and I'm a perfectionist, so it's not perfect in my eyes, but it'll do for now, and it's another lightsaber to add to my collection. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for coming along this little journey with me. If you want to, subscribe. If you don't do that. You don't have to. There's people walking by. Let me know if you go out and make one of these yourselves. Send me a picture. I would love to see your creations come to life. But yeah, we definitely have a kit bashed lightsaber going on here. Thanks for joining, guys. Peace out. Go make a lightsaber. It's fun, I promise. Bye.